UST overcomes a very poor start to take out FEU in set number 1 after FEU clearly dominated the first part of set number 1. This is an all-important knockout game. Winner advances to face Ateneo, the number 2 seeded team in the country.
FEU, I thought, honestly, would have an easy time winning set number 1. The way they opened up this match, they were really in control. They were so focused. They were the ones giving out all these combination plays left and right. And UST was like just staring at what FEU was doing and not doing anything about it. In fact, that 7 or 6 point lead midway through this set, I don't know.
Very crucial yung point niya, 17-11. You'd think tatapusin na, no?
Very close to finishing off UST in the first set. But I don't know, like what you said, one of the quickest turnarounds we've seen. All of a sudden, you've got UST down by 3, down by 2, and finally taking the lead. And of course, Maruban at Tikla getting some hits in. I think that established some momentum for them together with Micah Ortiz. But the huge adjustment that Coach Mamon did was to bring back Hirotsuji in the lineup. Remember, Hirotsuji didn't start. It was De Leon. And after the rotation, one rotation, Hirotsuji was brought back in, and there you go. The blocking of Hirotsuji becoming a factor and controlling Vargas. Vargas at the end or the latter half of this set was just controlling her hits. Not the usual way she would hit the ball. And right now, I would have to say that it's going to be a very tough situation for FEU. They have to regain that confidence back. 13 attack points for UST against only 10 for FEU. We're tied in the blocking department. Unforced errors tied, almost tied at 9 and 8. 2 and 3 service aces. So again, it's going to be FEU who has to regain that confidence and that sense of control back into their game.
An off-speed hit.
Oh, that's too close.
By Ortiz. And it wasn't even a put away from UST. Misreception para sa FEU. Starts off set number 2.
And again, great coaching from UST, Coach LG Mamon, knowing when to call those early timeouts, diba?
Really trying to halt the momentum.
That's right.
Ng itong FEU. Speaking of FEU, let's listen in to Victor Lopez.
Thanks, Eric. In that last huddle, Coach Ness spoke to the girls about consistency, telling them that, early on in that first set, they were all very active. But once they got that big lead, it seems as though they became very complacent. And that's what allowed USC to catch up to them. And that's what they cannot allow to happen in this set. Second, he told his girls that they need to keep their focus. Every player has a role, and they have to perform them well. We're giving USD an easier time with the way you're playing. So everyone has to concentrate in order to make up for it. Lastly, he started motivating his girls by telling them that, there isn't a next game if we lose today. Are you girls really going to be content with just that, Eric and Ian?
All right, thank you, Victor. Just a challenge posed by Coach Pamilar for the Lady Tamaraws. They really lost their composure. Maybe a little bit of complacency. Kaya nakahabol ang UST in set number 1. But really, this is going to be a challenge to the youth ng Tamaraws. Yung inexperience nila. Will they overcome yung mga itong runs ng UST in very critical situations of the game?
Very true, Eric. Remember, this FEU squad, a very young team. Hindi pa to sanay ng sa ganitong level of competition, and the sooner they mature, the better for the squad.
And walang Micah Morada right now to come in very dire situations and say, tara, tigil na natin tong errors, let's come back. Wala
pa sa kanila.
Wala pang ganung veteran sa kanila. Let's talk about UST now. And what happened during the huddle in between sets as we check in with Bea Coronel.
Thank you, Eric. Well, one of UST's motivations for today is graduating player Rhea Dumicolangan, who coach has appointed as the leader and decision maker for the team. Now, he said the girls cannot be too dependent on her, and the same goes for Maruban Natikla and Micah Ortiz. Now, coach reminded the rest of his girls to step up and in whatever way they can, create opportunities for them to score. Now, earlier in that last set, the girls seemed too stiff and too nervous, missing receptions and creating miscommunications. Now, for this set, he wants them to just completely overcome this, to relax and rid themselves of all their anxiety. He wants them to be more careful, wary of each other's positioning on the floor, and just generally more supportive by practicing good coverage and defense. Now, finally, alam ko ang kaya niyo, said coach, kaya ipakita niyo lang sa akin at sa kanila. Hindi naman ako naglalaro at hindi naman ako magpapanalo. Kayo yun. Eric and Ian?
Thank you, Bea. Indeed, it is in the hands of these players, and these are veterans already. We're talking well, you're looking at one of the rookies sa lineup ng UST, pero you've got Micah Ortiz, who's seen plenty of UAAP action. You have Judy Caballejo, you have Rhea Dimaculangan, you have Maru Banatitla. These are seasoned veterans who've gone up against, you know, some of the best in the UAAP, and they know how to overcome adversity.
Rhea, in fact, graduating, no? Sabi nga ng mga teammates niya, they want to do this for Rhea, who's the most senior member of the team, graduating this year, and no better way to end your UAP career with a championship.
Yan ang padespedido.
Oo, maganda yun. But of course, there's FEU in the way, there's Ateneo waiting in the way, and guess who at the end of the line?
Alam mo, tapos ka na sa dalawa?
Hindi pa. Marami-rami pa to.
And Vargas misfiring there, and now UST. It's their turn to start off well. Set number 2, they're up by 3.
You know, Vargas has to, slow it down, take control, and realize that what she was doing in the early part of the first set is not the same as what she's doing right now. Nice drop.
Beautiful drop. And finish by one of the tallest setters here, si Dimaculangan. And apparently, though, she was called for a net violation. Let's check it out here. Well, that's going to be a tough angle para sa atin. Pero beautiful tip by Banatitla. You'd think that was a kill. There's the finish. Parang may konting sumabit sa wrist ni Rhea Dimaculangan.
Yes, I do believe that there was a touch on the net, but sino bang player ang aamin kung hindi naman tatawagin ng referee. Nice!
Oh, nice play. Giselle C again. Second time around in this match, she dumps it over on the second touch.
That's why she's the #1 setter of the league. Look at that. And Dawson played the big part. See, those two blockers, both of them thought that she was going to set it up for Dawson.
Vargas really needs to become aggressive here, but Vargas is
nawala bigla yung
misfiring from all cylinders.
And her teammates just went up to her and just was like gently slapping her face. Sabi, gumising. Parang, ano nangyari sa'yo? Gumising ka. You're not like that.
She, what was it, 19 points against Adamson, right? Yes, 19 points against Adamson. Right now, she can't seem to buy a good, solid attack. Off speed from Banatitla. C to Vargas again. Off the block, and that ought to get her started in this match.
That's the way. Gotta slap her more often. Dalas-dalasan niyo yung paggising niya.
Alam mo, mukhang madalas ka na napapalo yung naglalaro ka, Doc.
Namamaga nga na.
Hoy, ano ba? Iyan.
Tulog ka na naman dyan.
Banatitla. UST up by 1, make that up by 2.
Lucky break there for UST that FEU got confused in digging that ball.
Even Banatitla is a little confused as to how that happened. 8-6, UST leads by 2 and 1 set to nothing here in set number 2. The Tigresses with a little Valentine's Day hangover. Take a look at that Kinesha tape.
Wow.
Heart-shaped, you know? I don't know how you're going to protect your ligaments with a tiny little heart-shaped Kinesha tape, but if it's like a good luck charm, whatever works, right?
I know. And these girls are showing that they have a sense of parang appreciation for the art of using Kinesha tape.
That was Banatitla. And kitang-kita, heart-shaped talaga.
Ooh, nice hit. Nice dig from Agno, an even better one.
Reyes.
Oh, they go to Vargas again.
The tip.
There you go.
Beautiful play by Rosemary Vargas, who's starting to get her rhythm on here in set number 2.
I like to see Vargas again attack it the way she normally does, the way we're used to seeing her attack. And you noticed it, Eric, nung mga huling pinapatama niya lang, wala na yung follow-through, wala na yung approach.
Wala na yung same energy na pinakita niya sa atin noong Lunes against Adamson, which brought them here in this matchup against UST. Great save, but Eulalio on the second try with a kill.
Even the serves of Vargas helping out.
And now, itong FEU fighting back. And we're tied at 8-all, set number 2.
Nice
beautiful serve by Vargas.
That was a nice serve.
Basas blocked. And just a little outside the sideline. Now, FEU, Doc Ian, lamang na ng
Lamang
isa.
na.